Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying. Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying.
You know, when I was a kid, there was this belief that the right wing, you know, the Republicans, the conservative, whatever you want to call them, however you want to brand them, people believed that they were the ones that were hell-bent on war. War, anytime, anywhere, for any reason. Obviously, that was not exactly true. But to hear the left talk about it, everybody back then was Lindsey Graham and Nikki Haley. That's all the Republican Party was. And the only people that could save us, could save the world, and save our sons and daughters from the destruction of never-ending combat in the process, was the left. The tolerant, enlightened, educated, pacifist liberal. Of course, that wasn't exactly true either, but it was really, really good marketing. And it's marketing that stuck. I think that's why a lot of people of my generation really fell for the whole Bill Clinton and Joe Lieberman type liberalism. You know, they fell for it hard. But now when you look at the left, that's all gone. Every bit of it is gone. Even the marketing is gone. The marketing is gone. The effort that they try to hide it is gone. The accepting pacifist heart, if it ever existed, that is long, long gone. Now, when you look at the American left, you see the most insane warmongers that this country has ever seen. And when you look at modern day conservatives, well, they've had enough. They've had enough of endless wars in places that most people can't find on a map, that have no clear reason, no clear objective. They're tired of it. And this is why you see people like Nikki Haley losing primaries to anyone but the people on this list, which is freaking amazing that that's even a choice. But she loses to basically anyone. And if you doubt what I'm saying, guys, I want to show you a couple clips back to back and tell me which of these people is a crazy right-wing war hawk and which of these people is a tolerant lefty pacifist.
If we had done that then, where do you think we'd be now?
Well, I think Israel could have done it 15 years before and we'd be in a much better place. I think the overthrow of Saddam Hussein, that military action, was a resounding success. President Bush's surge policy, when his administration ended, stability had returned to Iraq. It was not a place you'd go for vacation.
Right.
But he turned it over to Barack Obama, and it fell apart subsequently. And the point I think you need to understand is that life is complicated in the Middle East. And when you say, well, the overthrow of Saddam Hussein was a mistake, is simplistic.
I would argue that I'm the one who understands how complicated it is, but just my view.
It's your long experience in foreign policy, I know.
Better record than yours, I would say.
We're at a turning point in America. This bill is crucial, and history will look back on it and say, did America fail itself? Why is it crucial? Well, if we don't aid Ukraine, Putin will walk all over Ukraine. We will lose the war, and we could be fighting in Eastern Europe in a NATO ally in a few years. Americans won't like that. If we don't help Israel defend itself against Hamas, that perpetual war will go on and on and on. If we don't help humanitarian aid to the starving Palestinians in Gaza, hundreds of thousands could starve. And the border, everyone has said it's chaos. A speaker, you just saw Speaker Johnson, he said it's chaos, we have to do something legislative a few months ago. But what has happened, in answer to your question, so this is crucial for America. It's a turning point. History is going to look over our shoulders and say, did we rise to the occasion? To his credit, Mitch McConnell did. But too many Republicans, including Speaker Johnson, are just scared to death of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has said he wants chaos. Donald Trump has said, well, wait till I become president. That'll take at least a year. Ukraine could be gone. The border will get much worse. War in the Middle East will get worse, maybe bringing us into it. He's doing it all for political reasons. And let me just say, will senators, the crucial question, the $64,000 question, the majority of Republican senators know this bill is the right thing to do. It's a compromise. I don't like everything in it. Neither does McConnell. But it's a compromise. That's the only way you get things important done in the Senate. We proved that 2 years ago in our bipartisan legislation. And will the senators drown out the political noise from Trump and his minions and do the right thing for America? It's a crucial question. History is looking down on every one of us right now.
Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you actually heard there, right? First of all, I see almost no difference between crazed right-winger John Bolton and the Senate Majority Leader. I mean, what I heard him say was basically, give me $118 billion. The that I'm going to use to extend and inflame any and all conflict that I can. And if you doubt that that's the goal, he literally wants to fund both sides of the war in the Middle East. But anyway, he says, give me this money or I'm going to send your kid to war. And you're not going to like it. Americans aren't going to like that, is what he says. I mean, that is about as sinister as it gets. That is sinister freaking stuff. And honestly, if Lindsey Graham watches that speech or that talk, he's going to be jealous because he didn't pull it out. But this is where we're at. You know, we're at a place where everyone in the Democrat Party, and I say everyone, but basically everyone in the Democrat Party, even the self-professed socialists, they talk only about funding and fueling wars. They never, ever, ever talk about inroads to peace. I mean, think about it. When was the last time that you ever heard anyone talk about what it will actually take to achieve peace in Eastern Europe? I mean, the only time you even hear about the possibility of peace is when there's rumors of some kind of secret talk. But, you know, they don't care about peace. That is not the goal, it appears. But it's interesting to watch, you know. And honestly, here's the most interesting thing. The interesting thing to me is the average run-of-the-mill, lifelong party devotee. You know, the ones that were holding signs outside of military bases during the Bush administration, even during the Obama administration. They're completely silent. It's like they don't even see what's going on. It's like they don't even remember who they used to be. They believe war must go on and Donald Trump must be stopped. I mean, it's remarkable stuff. What has happened to these people should be studied for years to come. But anyway, that's just my take, guys. Let me know yours in the comments. If you haven't already, be a part of the channel's growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.